Okay, so good morning, first of all. क्या मतलब ठंडू? Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
जागी जाओ properly. Okay, so I'm going to revise the previous session. Okay, in the last lecture, we were discussing about the interference in the gear. Right. I found that few new faces over here. Right, maybe D2D or regular. Regular એ જોયા જ નથી આમ તો. એ બાપુજી. So interference in the gear, right? What we have seen up to here, we have completed low gearing, right? Low gearing. Then sliding velocity in the gear, that we have completed, right? Sliding velocity of the gear. Length of path of contact, that we have completed, right? Length of path of contact. Arc of contact, contact ratio, right? Arc of contact, then after contact ratio. These are the things we have completed, right? If you have any doubt, you can just ask me anytime, right? No worry for the D2D student, revision sessions will be there, okay, for the D2D. So now in the previous lecture also we have discussed about the interference in the gear. It's a very small equation, right? But understanding is important. What is the interference? What is the interference? Right. See, here in this animation, we can observe that in this animation, see, here we can observe that two gear are in the mesh, right? Two gear are in the mesh. Now, what is the phenomena which is known as the interference? What is the phenomena which is known as the interference? See, whenever this teeth is undercuts like this, okay, undercuts like this to the root circle of the matting teeth, that is known as the interference, right? That is known as what? Interference. And we need to avoid the interference, right? We need to avoid the interference. For that, we have one technique that we can calculate the minimum number of teeth, right? Based on the size of the gear, we need to calculate the minimum number of teeth, right? If this is the size of the gear, that means we need this much amount of the teeth, that is fixed, okay? That depends on the size. That is depends on the size of the wheel. So we need to calculate what? Minimum number of teeth. Okay. Okay. Interference. What we have seen in the previous lecture regarding the interference. Okay. Now I am connected again for the online student. So that was the thing we have discussed in the previous lecture, interference in the involute gears, right? Interference in the involute gears. I think I uploaded this PDF in the Google Classroom and hope you have joined the Google Classroom also, right? We'll complete the assignment over there. I have sent the assignment in the WhatsApp group also, right? You can find the numericals of the gear. You can find the numericals of the gear in that first assignment. And have you seen that questions? Yes. It is having some varieties, right? It is having some varieties in the question. See, all the data will change, right? All the data will change. Whenever they are in the question, whenever the number of teeth or some data will be there, right? It is in the given in the form of roll number, right? Your enrollment number. So you need to take the last 2 digits of your enrollment number, right? And then after you have to multiply over that. So numerical will be different for everyone, right? Interference in the involute gear. This is the thing we are discussing. Interference, here it is the given in the figure that it is looks like this. Okay, interference. Interference. See, not to worry. If example is not done from your side, I am here. Right, always. Just contact me. You have to spend time from your side. Okay, I am ready to spend my time whenever you want. Right, during the college hour, after the college hour, even on the Saturday, I am available over here. Right, but you have to spend the time if you want to learn. Interference. Can we continue now? If you don't have any queries. You are not asking the queries, but I found some confusion on your faces, so I'm asking that. So interference, right? The phenomena when the tip of the tooth undercuts the root on its matting gear, that is known as the interference. This is the thing we have discussed in the previous lecture. So I'm just highlighting over here on this PDF, right? This thing also we have seen that interference may only be prevented. Just 1 minute. Interference may be only prevented if the addendum circle of two matting gears cut the common tangent to the base circle between the point of tangency. Right. Interference, just remember this line. Okay, interference may only be prevented if the addendum circle of two matting gear cut the common tangent to the base circle between point of tangency. Right. So what is that common tangent? See, here we can see this is the common tangent. This is the common tangent. And common tangent is touching over here at the base circle at N point and base circle of this one at M point. Right. So M and N, that is the last point. Okay, last point for the point of common tangent, not for the contacting, but for that tangent which is connecting the base circle is M and N, and both are the last point. After that, there is no any point in that tangent. Okay, so M and N, that is known as what? Point of tangency. Point of tangency. Are you getting my point? What I am trying to explain? Right. This is the M and this is the common tangent. Right. Do I need to repeat the same thing? Few things in Hindi? Is it required or not required? Okay, good. Okay. This is the common tangent MN, right? Common tangent MN. So common tangent is the tangent to the base circle. That we have already discussed. Right? It's a tangent to base circle, but base circle of both. That's why it is known as what? Common tangent. It is a common between two gears. So whenever it is touching the base circle, these are the last point. After that, there is no any point. Okay. Now the condition to avoid the interference. Condition for avoiding the interference. What is the condition? This circle. This is what? Addendum. This circle is addendum of this one, and this one is the addendum of will. Right. The upper one is the addendum of pinion, and this lower one, that is the addendum of will. Right. So the condition is the addendum circle must not cross this point of tangency. Right. Condition is what? Addendum circle must not cross the point of tangent. Right. Here it is given at the maximum limit. Right. Here it is given at the maximum limit. See, in this figure, M point is actually intersection of tangent and base circle. Tangent and base circle, but the addendum circle is also passing from there. See. Now, if the addendum circle cross this M point like this, at that time, what will happen? Interference. Okay, interference. So this is the maximum possibility of the addendum circle. See, maximum possibility of the addendum circle. Done? Clear up here, everyone? See, we are not working at the maximum. We are keeping some gap that we have discussed. A clearance gap is there, but this is the maximum possible. Done, everyone? Any confusion? No. Okay. Now Coming to the length of path of contact. Okay, what is the length of path of contact? It is actually starting from the K and ending at the L. So KL is the length of path of contact, right? Not for this one, but I am just highlighting so that you will get the idea, because we have already solved too many numericals. It is actually not matching the lines. K to L. See this K to L. Here it is the K and here it is the L. Can you observe these points visible? K and L. Right. That is our length of path of contact. Right. That is our length of path of contact. Up to the addendum. Up to the addendum. But which addendum? Actual addendum. By considering the clearance. Now we are increasing the addendum. Right. Why we are increasing? Because for this study purpose, we need to calculate what is the possibility for the maximum. That's why. Nothing else. So what is the maximum limit to increase the addendum circle? That we already discussed. We must not cross the point of tangency. We must not cross the point of tangency. So we can increase the length of path of contact also. Right. But up to the limit. What is the limit? Mm. Right. So maximum possible length of path of contact is what? M to N. Right. This is what? Maximum possible length of path of contact. Done. Clear? So we have just written the few things. I am writing it again over here. Length of path of contact, that is what? KL. Right, that is KL. Path of approach, that is what? KP. मुझे याद रखना है, भूल जाइए. Path of recess is what? PL. Right. So now here the same thing is there. Okay. But here I am adding that maximum. Maximum. So maximum will be what? MN. Right. Here if I add the maximum, that will be what? MP. Right. And here it is the maximum PL. Sorry, PM. Right. Done. What is the meaning of all these things? Clear? Any doubt in this? No doubt? Okay. So remember MP and PN. That is the maximum path of approach and path of recess. Right. We have seen the equation also, but I am revising it because previous lecture has already some time, much more time. So maximum length of path of contact is what? MP. MP, as we discussed, MP. That is the maximum path of approach. MP. MP is R sin phi. Why it is R sin phi? See the figure. See, here it is the MP. MP. And this is the MP. This is the phi. Right, this is the angle phi. And O1 to P. O1 to P, that is equal to what? Small r. Okay, small r. So can we say that MP is equal to R sin phi? Right, as per the triangle rule. And similarly, here it is the PN. So PN is equal to what? This is the capital R. So capital R sin phi. Right, as per the equation of triangle. So MP and PN, that equations are very simple. Right. I think we have written all these things. Book check karo hamari, check your books. I think we have written all these things in the previous lecture. Is it done? We have to start the numerical directly, right? It's online mass hota mein. College ko jo online mass ho. See, in the previous lecture, we have written this, and also we have written the question. But don't worry, let's complete it over here. Just note it down quickly, those who don't have, because we need this equation. Maximum length of path of approach, that is MP r sin phi, and maximum length of path of recess, that is a Pn r sin phi. Why it is looks like this? Because we have discussed in the figure from the equation of triangle. And why it is maximum MP and Pn, that we also did know, right? Still, if you have any query that why we are calling it maximum, then you can ask me. So maximum length of path of contact, that is MP plus Pn, r sin phi plus r sin phi, or we can say it's r plus r sin phi. This is the arc of contact. Yes, please note it down quickly. You also need to just note it down this data also, right? Because we are going to solve this numerical now. So this is the useful thing. We can consider this is as a tip, right, for this numerical. So it's a very easy to understand. You can read it over here, right? This note. Okay, now let us focus on the numerical. Two matting gears have 20 and 40 involute teeth, module 10 mm and 20-degree pressure angle. The addendum on each wheel is to be made of such a length that the line of contact on each side of the pitch point has half the maximum possible length. Determine the addendum height for each gear wheel, length of path of contact, arc of contact, and contact ratio. Okay, little bit change is there in this numerical, right? Compared to the previous numerical. What is the change? Change is this line. This is the very important line over here in this numerical. Just read it out. The rest of all these things are similar. Okay, similar to the previous numerical. This is the important. The addendum on each wheel is to be made of such a length that line of contact on each side of the pitch point has half the maximum possible length. Right. What is the meaning of that thing? It is written over here. See, we can calculate the small r and capital R by using the MT by 2. That is the nothing new over here, right? So we have the small r and capital R. Now focus on this line, right? Since the addendum on each wheel is to be made of such a length that the line of contact on each side of the pitch point has half the maximum possible length, right? Path of approach and path of recess is the half of the maximum possible length. This is the meaning, right? This is the meaning of this line, right? So from that we can say that, just a minute. Visible? Okay. So what is the path of approach? Path of approach is actually Kp, right? Path of approach is what actually Kp. So Kp is actually what? Half of the maximum possible, right? So maximum possible is MP. Path of approach maximum, that is MP. So Kp is equal to 1 by 2 MP. Done? And PL that is equal to what? PL that is equal to 1 by 2 PN. Right. These are the two equations we can derive from this statement. Okay. These are the not equation, but this is the applicable to this numerical only. Right. So I'm going to solve this numerical now. I hope you have this data. Is it done? Question? Okay. So I'm changing the screen now for solving the numerical. Online student, if this question is pending to write, just take the screenshot. I'm going to change the screen now. Important thing is given data, small t, capital T, that is the 40, module is 10, phi, that is a 20 degree. Addendum is not given, right? So we have to determine the addendum. Okay, so we have derived two equations, right? I'm using the given data first. Given data was what? Small t 20, right? 20 and capital T 40. Phi, that is the pressure angle 20 degree. Module huh? 12. Okay, path of approach. The first equation we have is path of approach. So that is equal to what? Kp is equal to 1 by 2 mp. Right, this is the equation we have derived from that statement. Okay, this is not official equation. Right, this is not official equation that we need to save in our mind. This is the equation we have just temporarily derived from that statement. Right. So what is the value of Kp? You have the equation of length of path of approach, like under root of Ra square minus R square cos square 5 minus R sine 5, right? That is equal to R sine 5 by 2, right? Right, MP is equal to R sine 5. MP is equal to R sine divided by 2 means 1 by 2, right? So what we have in this equation, right? Do we have radius, small r and capital R? Yes, we have. We have the phi pressure angle. What we don't have the RA. So by solving this equation from both sides, we will get the answer of RA. Okay, we will get the answer of RA. If you put all the value, I'm just writing the value also. Right, do not start the calculation, please wait. I will give you time. Under root of RA square minus 200 square cos square 20 degree minus 200 sine 20 degree. Right, that is equal to what? 100 sine 20 degree divided by 2. So we can say it's a 50 sine 20, right? Directly 50 sine 20. Okay. So now you have to use the calculator. Okay. And yes, one more thing. Right, just complete it for both. Complete it for both. Path of recess also. Yes. Path of recess. So that is equal to what? PL is equal to 1 by 2 Pn, and that equation is what? Under root of R square minus R square cos square 5 minus R sine 5, that is equal to capital R sine 5 divided by 2. Okay. So first solve this one and give the answer. What is the RA? RA, that is the radius of addendum. Yes, start the calculation. Online student also. Yes, is there anyone from online who can give the answer? Here we got the answer, so I'm just moving to the next one. If online have any doubt, any queries, can ask me. Okay, once you have the RA, also give me the answer small RA. Right. Now you have to give the answer. This is the similar thing, similar equation again. Right. RA 206.5. 206.5. RA, radius of addendum. So addendum is actually what? Yes, just 1 minute. Focus on the screen. Everyone. Everyone just please focus on the screen, online student also. We have the answer RA, that is the 206.5. But what we are finding? We are finding addendum. So addendum is equal to what? Addendum is equal to RA minus R. Okay. Radius of addendum minus pitch circle radius. That is actually gap. Okay, and that is the gap is known as what? Addendum. So it is a 206.5 minus 200. So the answer is 6.5. Okay, 6.5 mm. So this is the addendum 6.5. This is the addendum 6.5. Why it is 6.5? Because let us see the figure again. So you need to understand about the terminology. That is the important thing. See, here it is a pitch circle, right? This dotted line is what? A pitch circle. Okay. And this is what? A addendum circle. This is what? Addendum circle. Radius of this pitch circle, that is the R. And radius of this addendum circle, that is our RA. And addendum means what? This gap in between this pitch circle and addendum. That is known as what? Addendum. And we are finding this gap. Okay, so this gap is of 6.5 mm. 6.5 mm. So how to find this? This radius minus this radius is equal to this gap, right? That's why it is. We are just deducting that thing, right? Now continue the numerical, right? Continue the numerical and find that second one. Path of recess, that is equal to what? Path of recess, that is equal to this equation, right? So give the answer. What is the RA? What is the RA? That you have to give me the answer. It will be nearer to the 100. Okay, because pitch circle is what? 100. Pitch circle radius of the pinion is 100, so it will be nearer to the 100. Yes. Okay, correct, Parth Sudani from online. Okay, it's already 10. Sorry. Yes, online student can give the attendance quickly. Small RA, that is a perfect answer from the Park Sudani first. Then after Asraj Singh. Good. And all students kindly put your attendance and close the session for today online.